curse. The curse. The little bastards I can never seem to get away from. But, yeah, we were baling a little earlier today with a little baler. As you can see in my Instagram, yes, my Instagram, One Lonely Farmer, on Instagram, you saw that I was stuck in the mud today. So, anyways, while I was getting stuck in the mud, Cody and Tim were out here prepping this field to get some bales, little bales made. And Tim's around here someplace. I sent him with the red truck to pick up all the missed bales. But earlier today, the hay wasn't just quite fit enough. So, I'm hoping right now it is, and it looks like it is. It gets fuzzy. I mean, it was dry, but it wasn't quite where I needed it to be. Am I in his way? I think I might be. I don't know. Should be all right, though. There's Tim down there. Like it's doing the job it's supposed to do. I didn't have time to grab the 720 or the 730 and start punching out bales with that. But we did have some troubles with the thrower a little bit earlier. It was no big deal. I just needed to make a couple of adjustments. The belt was a little to the side for some reason, and the thrower wasn't tight enough. The bales were slipping through the belts. If you're a farmer, you know what I'm talking about. And I had to actually adjust the spring tension on the thrower itself so that it would chuck the bales all the way to the back of the wagon. So I know a lot of you guys out in the Midwest, you don't even mess with kicker wagons or thrower wagons or whatever you want to call them. Oh, we almost lost that one. But we do here in the East, because that's what we do. I would actually like to take that thrower off, put a quarter turn chute, or take the thrower off and get one of those Coons bale accumulators or something similar to that, because I think it would work really well. So we got Tim here. Yes, Timothy. What'd you do today, Tim? You pick up these bales? Now the bales are still flying. Tim's still sitting over there playing with his, I don't know, computer, I guess. Some of the baling, I'll talk about the baling twine that I've got in the baler. We had some theft a few years back, and I've kind of figured out who was stealing it, and it was a shame that the person that was stealing it, I wasn't very thrilled about, you know, that knowledge, because I knew them pretty well, and I no longer associate with them. But anyway, with that being said, the baling twine that's in the baler is two different colors. Now, most people put one color in, whether they're using the natural fiber or whether they're using the poly twine. They usually buy an orange or a blue or a pink or a yellow. I always mix and match mine. It's always one of two colors for a couple of reasons. If I'm baling like this stuff here, this is pretty good quality material. This is actually an Orchard Timothy Brome mix. Really nice. That's why I'm baling it. But, you know, it's just, the shame of it is that people have to be thieves. But the nice part is that you learn a system of how to deter them. So when that friend of yours that is stealing from you says, no, I didn't steal any baling twine, and you walk over and the baling twine matches what you put on them bales, they really don't have anything to say. And that's what happened. I did that, and they were too stupid to figure out what I had done, and they stole it anyway, and actually stole it and sold it. And then they called me up and said, hey, do you think you could deliver hay to this person? You know, I'm short on hay, or I don't have enough hay for them. after I had kind of caught on that they were stealing from me. I wasn't sure, I didn't know it was them, but to my surprise, when I went to the hay mow where I was to deliver this hay, there was my baling twine combination. And it was like, so I said something like, so, who sold you that hay? Like, oh, so-and-so did. Like, really? Are you serious? Yeah, why? I said, well, that was my hay, and it went missing. See, I used to put little bales in other people's barns when I was baling 15,000 or so little bales, along with all the big bales that I did. So, you know, it's just a shame. It's just a real, honest-to-God shame that people have to be that way. I don't feel that it was right what they did, and when I did confront this person, they're like, no, we didn't do that, and I just let it go. And I ceased contact with them after that, and I no longer put hay in that particular building because I knew that it was going to happen. So another friend of mine, he had hay get stolen, and he went to he ended up putting trail cams in that barn, because it was a barn that was so far off the beaten path that nobody even knew it was there except for this one particular person that he invited back to pick up a load of hay. And they realized pretty quickly that nobody can see this from the road, nobody's going to know my truck, and nobody's ever going to be here at 9 o'clock at night or see that I'm here at 9 o'clock at night. And they were stealing from him. And it was really weird too, because when he was delivering hay to them, they never, you know, it was a really reliable customer. Every 2 weeks you took a wagon load of hay into them. And then when they picked up that pickup truck or flatbed truck of hay, they didn't call but maybe once a month. So it was really weird, and his hay was getting gone. He knew somebody was stealing it, but he hadn't done the two-tone baling twine trick at that point, but he's decided that he's not going to do little bales anymore, kind of like me. You know, I only do them on a limited scale, but he decided that it isn't worth it because these people are assholes. They steal. They steal, or they don't pay, or they give you a check that bounces and then skip town, you know, that kind of bullshit. So anyway, I'll just get another shot of this here, and I think this video is about done. I think this hay is doing really well. It's not as fuzzy as it was earlier to look at. I've tested the hay, and it is, I'm going to say it's somewhere in the 12% range, I think. Timothy picked up a couple bales. He swears they're 40%, but I'd say that they're around 18. They were the outside rounds. They wouldn't have went through the baler at 40% looking like that anyway. Probably would have broke shear bolts and everything. So anyways, with that being said, that's it, friends. We're back to this. You know, we're only going to fill these 2 wagons now. I got 4 wagons in total, which will be about 160 bales per wagon. This is a 140 bale wagon. Those are 160, 180s. You can get 240 or so on them if you stack them, but we're not stacking them because that's just I don't need to. I got plenty of room with the 2 wagons, and that's that. So, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.